All right, welcome back to our Bulldog Spotlight. We're here with Krista Stricklin. We'll start things very simply. How did you choose Samford, or did Samford choose you?
Well, I wanted to go to Samford during my junior year, trying to look at colleges to go play and everything. Wasn't recruited by many schools. Definitely Samford was my best offer, and I live pretty close to here. And so they invited me to come watch a game in February. It was later in my senior year of high school. And he offered me that day, and when he offered me, there was really no other choice because I'd been offered by some D2 schools and some other schools that were great, but I thought Samford was definitely the best choice, and it's close to home, it's a great school, so definitely didn't have any other choices really. I just wanted to choose Samford really.
Coach Morris has developed an incredible family atmosphere, so that had to be also a plus in terms of decision making. Not only was it a good school academically, which you're a good student, but this is a unique opportunity that your family can see you play practically every college game. So that was a deciding factor as well.
For sure. And definitely just the girls on the team. I didn't get to really get to know them until I got to Samford, but I knew the team chemistry and just the way they played together, and I really liked the system that Samford ran. And at the time, they had just won. And that year they had won a championship, and the year previous to that, they had won a SoCon championship. So that was another driving force to make me want to be part of this.
We talk about this often. In your high school career, you were a very prolific scorer. When you left, you're in the top 10 in the state in all-time scoring, and you've had to make this major transition to become a defensive player. But before that answer, let's go back. Did you anticipate that you'd have to change when you became a member of Mike Morris's team and became a member of Samford?
I did. It really hit kind of at the beginning of practice my freshman year, just learning that I don't have to be the one that scores all the time. I have a lot of teammates that have just great ability to do so many different things, and also definitely had to know to change defensively, because in high school we ran a 1-2-2 zone, and I ran the top of the zone that really just moves around at the top, so it was a completely culture shock just to play a 5-on-5 man consistently throughout the entire game. So it's taken a lot of work, but I did know coming in that I'd have to change my game from high school.
Right, so there was no big surprise.
No big surprise, but it was sort of a surprise to just kind of back off from an offensive role just a little bit, because I just wasn't used to it, but it definitely had I don't know. I knew that there was going to be change. So.
But you didn't know to what level.
Right.
We're talking with Krista Stricklin of the Samford Bulldogs. Coach Morris has called you the best defensive player in the Southern Conference. When you hear that from your coach, how does that sound?
It gives me confidence as a player, for sure, to hear that from the head coach. I like to hear it because it shows that hard work has paid off, and just dedication to work on defense and to work on footwork and different things like that, because the defense that we run is just a strict 5-on-5 man. You have to stay with your player at all times. We don't switch. So it's taken a while to actually get a grasp of that over the past 4 years, but it definitely, I don't know, it makes me happy to hear it, for sure, and it does definitely give me a confidence as a defense player. It's
interesting now, because when I prep for a game and we look at the stats and you see the official, or not the official, but the leading scorer, I circle it and go, all right, Krista, and 9 times out of 10, especially if it's a 1 or a 2 guard, it's yours. So do you also look at the stats of the opponents, or do you wait for the film and say, all right, that's the one I'm going to get and I'm going to shut her down?
I definitely wait for the stats. We go over scout a day or two before the game, and if we have a long span of practices, they'll start mentioning the hot shooters or this certain player during 4-on-4 or 5-on-5 drills that we run. So I have a good feeling once they start talking about that player, if it's a guard, for sure, that I'll probably be the one guarding her from the beginning. So.
Besides your basketball life and your students here, what other activities, what things do you do that we don't know that you do? Because I know a lot of your teammates, they play piano, they sing. God forbid you want to have a social life and all these other things. Tell me more about Krista Stricklin that we don't know, that Joey didn't put into the media guide.
Let's see. I definitely love to, well, this is part of kind of athletics, I guess, but I love to run. I love to go on distance runs. Outside, for sure, trail running. I play guitar every now and then. Not the best, but I'll enjoy playing. I like to hang out definitely with my sisters. I have 3 older sisters. and I have 2 little nephews that I just love, like taking them to the park or just doing like a craft or something with them. It's really fun. I'm a really big family person. I like to be around my family. I don't know. A lot of different stuff. I like to go hang out with the team, love the team, and just different things like that.
You're an outdoor type, and
yeah,
just an artsy type. Your teammates have told me that they think your post-career will be, this is really interesting, opening a gym. I mean, that sounds simple, but that you would be most likely to come to Krista's gym. What are your plans for, because it's
well,
not
that would
too
be great. Yeah, that would be awesome later on maybe, but I'm not exactly sure of my plans at the moment. I'm kind of debating on whether to go to grad school or not, get into work or just wait. I'm doing an internship with UAB Strength and Conditioning right now that's kind of just opening my mind to different options and also definitely raising my interest in that field. It's really cool. And I'm just learning from that strength coach, Coach Young specifically, on just like the means to be a strength coach and like what to do. So that's definitely my main interest right now, is strength and conditioning coaching for college teams for sure. But I'm not sure exactly what I'm going to do right after college yet.
Could you see yourself on a bench somewhere, like Shelby or AJ or anybody else, any of your former teammates that are coaching? Is that a desire at some point?
To coach basketball?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I mean, it's always an option. Like, basketball is always going to be like a love, and a hobby that I will always have, But I wouldn't say no to coaching, but I don't think it's my absolute first thought to do. But definitely would think about it.
All right. And how proud do you think family and you will be in May? I would assume it's going to be in May when you walk down that aisle. You played 4 years of basketball, one of the best defenders, one of the best rebounders, and then that thing in your hand that says graduate. Have you thought about that moment?
I have. I can't believe it's coming up so soon. These past 4 years have really flown by. But my mom will definitely be super proud, and they've always enjoyed, like, my family's supported me in basketball since 4th grade. They've been at every game that they can, and it'll definitely be an awesome moment just to kind of see the look on their faces when I finally have that diploma and won't be playing basketball anymore, and just to get their support for later on after that. So.
Krista Stricklin has been our guest here on our Samford Bulldog Spotlight. Before we go, this is the age of social media, so please tell our audience your Twitter account, how people can reach you and get in contact with you.
Okay, my Twitter handle is @Krida12. Krida 12, and same thing for Instagram.
All right, Krista, again, thanks for joining us. And you can see this interview and all the interviews we do. The best thing to do, go to samfordsports.com and you'll follow us all winter long.